Guys, I'm so sorry. My phone died while I was in the middle of the last live doing my King talk. I'm going to pick up where I left off. I apologize about that. I gotta get me a new phone too, man. This shit fucking cracked as hell. I will get me a new phone soon. Don't worry about that, guys. But listen, I'm picking up from where I left off from the last. We were talking about ownership, okay? And listen, how is it that we define ownership? We define ownership as what we have power over and what we claim as ours in a way that it represents us through what it is that we're involved with. And not only that, but it's part in what you have possession over. I want you guys to think about a demon, right? What does a demon do when it possesses something? It gets inside of its host, the same way a parasite would, right? And when it gets inside of you, it can control you from the inside. It does have a sense of control tied to it, okay? Now, it's the same dynamic when you're talking about possession. Now, the type of possession I'm talking about in this relationship dynamic, we're not talking about the demonic entity of getting in somebody, but that still possession is still... it involves the container of the individual and how it wants to be upheld. You have to be within her in some way. Understand what I'm talking about? And the thing you guys are not understanding is that there's not a piece of you that's in her in any fucking way. When a demon gets inside of his host, it can control that person from the inside. It takes complete control because you know what? When you go on the inside of the person, there is nothing but that entity. But it's the same thing with you and your involvement with your bitch. Because when you're involved with her and you go inside of her, you see, hey man, you know, there's all kinds of shit up in here, but I don't see me nowhere. Nigga, you're just not that guy. She's not, there's no entity of anything in you. You don't possess her at all. You don't possess her at all. Because when you go inside of her, you're not there. There is no room for you. Because that space is too much being taken up by somebody else. And you're just not that guy and you can't see it. Why do you think it is that she'll do the twisty blowjob and she'll do the little reverse cowgirl and she'll do the 360 degree backflip on the dick? When it comes to that guy, when it comes to you, you just get, you know, you get the chewy head, you just get the tip touched. You don't really get that acrobatic nature of lustfulism that you get out of the next person when they're involved with you. You just don't experience that shit. There's nothing about you that really possesses her for real. That gets inside of her. To where when she wakes up, all she thinks about, all she eats, sleeps, and shit is you. You don't understand what the fuck that feels like. She's too busy caught up on somebody else. It's just like the Will Smith and Jada situation, right? With Tupac. You see, she is in the relationship with Will Smith. She's exploiting this guy. They have marriage paperwork. They're together. You would think he has ownership. He has ownership legally, but hey, spiritually, mentally, within your mind, within your heart, within your soul, within your being, you don't belong to him. That bitch still belongs to Tupac. He's dead and gone. That's the same reality for a lot of you niggas and your fucking fake ass relationships that y'all get yourselves involved in. Because a woman would just now come out of a long-term relationship, or she lost a guy that was really important to her. Either he died or he decided to move on or something. And then here you come trying to be Captain Hero. You ain't no goddamn hero. They come up in the motherfucking mix, and before you know it, you're involved with her, and you let her use you. You let her use, you sit there. You sit. And you sit there and you let that bitch talk to you like that. And you let her use you like that. And you sit there and get manipulated like that and thinking that your mind and your heart and your body is with that bitch. And she gives you a fucking title. And you think that final title defines who the fuck y'all is. That's not what defines who the fuck y'all is. Her mind, her heart, her soul, her entity, that possession still dwells within the ownership of somebody else. That nigga could be dead and long gone. Tupac been dead over a goddamn more longer than a goddamn decade. He been gone out this motherfucking picture. He still owns Jada. Now, a lot of you beta male simp ass pussified motherfuckers gonna say, right? King Louis, he the one that they're gonna lock her up, King Louis, and he the one that got the paperwork, King Louis. You can't say nothing about that. You don't know nothing about love and relationship, King Louis, because she the one that got him, and he the one got her, and you take care of him, and they married, and they go in, and they got no time, and got no time to me. And God, King Louis, you know what the fuck you talking about? God damn it, boy, let me tell you something, man. Let me drop the word of God on you right quick, boy. What does the Bible say? Go back to the book of Genesis, right? And the Bible says, right there, I believe in the book of Genesis, Lord, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's in there, in the first book, where he starts talking about the relationship between Adam and Eve. And God told Eve, he said, when he spoke to her, he said, your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. So do you know what that means? That means that if her desire is for somebody else, it doesn't matter who the fuck it is or what type of connection you think it is that you have to her. You can try to own her legally, but if her desire is for somebody else, damn it, she belongs to that man. If you're in a marriage with a woman, her desire should be for you. It should be for her husband. The minute her desire dwells for somebody else, I don't give a fuck what your goddamn legal paperwork say. I don't give a damn what that you think that ring on your finger symbolizes. I don't give a fuck how long y'all been together. I don't give a fuck if y'all got kids. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. If her desire is for somebody else, that is her husband. At that point, you are no longer her husband. You're not. I'm sorry to break it to you. And do I mean desire and shit like that in a way where you look at somebody and you just find them attractive? No, because you're still a human. The same way he gonna look at other women and shit and be like, you know what, that it would feel good to hit that, and that's attractive to me. It's the same way with you guys. Guys, stop looking at situations like girls don't sometimes look at another nigga dick print or look at somebody else and think, oh, he's attractive, he is handsome. That's what the hell made her attracted to you in the first place, because you met those standards. But with her overall desire, this is who I'm wanting to be with. I see this person as a prize. This is who I allow to own me. This is who I allow to possess me. This is who I allow to be able to represent myself as a whole when I bond myself with this person. Damn it, you have to consider the fact that if their desire if her desire is not there for you, you don't own her. You are just renting her. This is the rent a bitch program. I want you guys to get on the program of knowing what it feels like to have ownership over a woman. And don't never let no woman tell you, women will sit there. They'll sit right there in that goddamn chair or that goddamn podcast shit with their microphone and sit there and talk all that shit about how they don't want to be used and they don't want to feel like their own. They want to feel like their property. That's some bullshit. Any woman that is in love with a man, especially an alpha nigga, she's gonna feel compelled to be able to do whatever she got to do to be able to sit down and say, you know what? I am yours. You are mine. They love that. That's what they want. They don't want to feel like, oh my God, I don't have a container to be able to put myself in a way where I allow somebody to have possession over me. Don't get it fucked up. I don't give a damn what the hell they tell you. Women love to be possessed. They love to be possessed. They just don't like being possessed by your ass. Because you don't fit their standard, you don't fit their caliber, and you don't fit what it is that they want to bond themselves with, to consider themselves happy being in a relationship with who it is that they desire. Because at the end of the day, the desire for you is not in her heart. It's for somebody else. But you can't see it because you think you own a bitch. And you don't own the bitch. You just renting her. You're just renting her. You're with there for a temporary amount of time. And when that time runs out, it's right back to who she really wants to belong to. That's how that works. But you guys don't understand it. And you guys don't understand how to define that. So you guys pick and choose when it is that you want somebody to be able to have what you see as ownership over you, or be able to call themselves having a title over you. That's the reason why I tell people, yes, titles are important. I'm not going to say that they're not important. Yeah, they are. But at the end of the day, the bond that you have with a person distinguishes more than what the title is, because me and you cannot have a damn title at all. But at the end of the day, I know for a fact that if somebody fuck with you or you come in between something that we got, God damn it, I'm going to slide. And I'm going to slide because, God damn it, our bond is pressure and it's stable and it's solid. And can't nothing come in between that. That's the type of shit y'all got to realize when it comes to how you define your relationship with these bitches, with these queens, whatever the fuck you want to call whoever it is that you're involved with. But you can't be so blind to see that when a person is using you, they just want to be able to use you to occupy a space because somebody else ain't there. And they feel like having a piece of somebody else is better than not having to hold you until they finally realize that, God damn it, if it ain't you, it's never going to fill that void. There's nothing that I can do to be able to do that because they don't walk like you walk. They don't talk like you talk. They don't do the shit you do. And most importantly, they don't make me feel the way that you feel. They don't do that. They offer something else, but they don't offer what it is that they're looking for. You guys got to understand the dynamic of what it means when you approach yourself to this rent a bitch program. Nigga, you have no ownership over this woman. You have no ownership over her. You think she belongs to you because you're so tied to her, you're in love with her, you like how she makes you feel and shit like that. But at the end of the day, when she goes to sleep at night, she always reminisces about what she would be like if her last relationship would have just lasted. And if she could just do anything she could do to get back on good terms with that nigga, she do whatever the fuck it takes to get rid of you. And she could use you in ways and shit like that. But God damn it, that's not what makes her happy. What makes her happy is somebody else. And it's not you. And here's the thing, guys. Don't beat yourself up if you feel like because the woman decided that you're not it, that defines you. That does not define you, sir. You could be the most paid nigga in the fucking world. You can have the most pimpin' shit with you. You can be the most kingship, crownship head ass nigga. You could be above it. You could be the highest alpha male above all alpha males. But at the end of the day, when that shit comes, there's still going to be some women that say, you know what? My heart is still attached to somebody. There's no room for me to give anything to you. I want you guys to phantom this. How is it that a woman can give her all to you when she still has pieces of herself involved with somebody else? She can't do that. That's not how she designed to work. She can't do it. That nigga been dead for over goddamn a decade. And she still thinks about his ass all the goddamn time. She just wants you to fill that void and you can't see that. I want you guys to think about it this way. Think about the relationship between the pimp and the hoe. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. King, where the fuck are you going with this? That has nothing to do with relationships. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, King. You need to shut up. That is not a healthy relationship. That's not how you define shit. Sir, I wish you would shut the fuck up. Because any man that has the psychology in him to be able to get a woman to do that, and you call yourself in love with a woman and you can't get her to phantom to do half the shit it is that you want her to do, but she willing to do all that with somebody else, sir, you not understand the origin of what the fuck it is that I'm trying to teach you today on this King Talk. I want you guys to consider the relationship between the pimp and the whore. Now, the whore goes out all the time and she gets with every trick possible. She gets with every trick possible, and she goes crazy from dick to 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 dick. She has had every single kind of dick in her that you could fucking imagine. Let me get some white on this bitch. She has had every single type of dick in her that she can imagine. She done had the long ones. She done had the short ones. She done had the ones with the curve in it. She done had the ones that elevate up and elevate down. She done had the clean ones, the dirty ones. She done had the hairy ones. She done had the clean ones, the shaved ones. She done had all that. She done had all that dick up in her all damn day. But you know what she does after she gets through making love with all those tricks and shit? You think that because those motherfuckers got access to her for that temporary time that it changed how she feels about the motherfucking pimp guy? No, the pimp guy is who she takes the money from all those tricks it is that she deals with. And she goes and she puts that shit in the hand of the motherfucker that she really cares about and fucks with for real. Because she down for his mission. And at the end of the day, she values the fact that she allows him to be able to possess her in some way. And she understands that, hey, I will allow you to have ownership over me because I love being here. I actually like being your property. I actually like the fact that I can be able to say you are mine. She loves that. She loves the ability, no matter how many other dicks she goes and hops on, she loves the ability to be able to come back and say, you know what? All these guys out here and shit like that, I might do this with that with them. I might have this and that going on. But at the end of the day, there's no man that I value on this earth more than you. I submit myself to you. I financially gain and financially profit you. I invest in you. I give my all to you. None of these other fucking tricks matter. I'm trying to get somewhere with you. That's what the fuck we're talking about when we're talking about this type of shit. It's the same thing in your relationship dynamics with whoever it is that you're involved with, dealing with the fact that your bitch is out there fucking somebody else. But at the end of the day, you already know that your imprint is on her. Your ownership. That imprint means a whole fucking lot. And anytime that a motherfucking man has a fucking baby or has children with another fucking woman and shit like that, his imprint is still stamped on her. There's nothing you can do to get rid of that, guys. Stop trying to get rid of it. There's nothing you can do. She might not like that motherfucker. She might not want to deal with them. But damn it, that imprint over there. And it's going to always be a spiritual union, a certain type of connection, and an involvement that she has to have with somebody else. And you want to sit up there. And you want to sit there. You want to sit. And you want to sit there and say that somebody else, that you got ownership over a person that doesn't even view you like that. That has that spiritual union with somebody else. You want to sit there. And you want to sit there and say, I own this person. You don't own that person. Not 100%. You got a partnership. You do not have no full ownership over that person. You have no idea what sole proprietorship is all about. You wouldn't know the fucking half. The pimp in the whole relationship. The hoe goes, and she goes out there and she fucks all the guys all goddamn day. But you know who she bringing the bag to? She bringing the bag to the man that she really loves. Why? Because he owns it. And those tricks, they're just renting. They're renting that property. You can have me, but only for a certain amount of time, for a certain fucking reason, and for a certain amount of space. But as soon as they get done doing whatever it is that we got developed amongst our contract, it is that I define in my heart, it's back to this nigga. And you know that shit. But you guys will sit there and you'll fall in love, and you sit there with your hissy fits and your hissy fit fantasies, sitting there thinking that you're gonna have a Cinderella romantic fairy tale like Beauty and the Beast with your ugly ass, sitting there thinking you got something special. And as soon as that goddamn Disney Channel shit wear off, and as soon as she goddamn get the fuck over you and shit like that, you want to see just how fast it is. She moves right back to the motherfucker it is that she wishes that shit worked out with. That she wishes that the guy that she really supports, the guy that she really believes in, and the guy that really makes her feel a way that no other man is able to make her feel. You guys wouldn't understand the fucking half of that. Why? Because you don't understand that you don't own the bitch. You don't even understand the fact that you just renting. You got to wrap your mind around the fact that you're renting that bitch. You don't own her. She don't belong to you. What makes her belong to you? Because of the fact that you got a piece of paper saying so? Well, okay, Lord, I got a piece of paper that says she belong to me. You can't tell me she belong to me because I got a sheet of paper that says so. And you sit there and try to talk about me, and you think you're so pimping, King Lord. You think you got so much game. You call yourself an alpha. You always want to talk shit about somebody else in their relationship. I would see that girl, King Lord. I would still do that, King Lord. I would still do that. Man, shut the fuck up. You wouldn't know the half. Your bitch could be on my roster right now. It wouldn't make a fucking difference. But you know what? I do understand. I understand that when she comes around me, and when she deals with realness, and when she deals with alpha energy, and when she deals with kingship, and when she deals with the 24, goddamn, she understands that when I'm with this motherfucker, he makes me feel a way that you don't. He makes me feel a way that you don't. That's what you guys don't understand about goddamn Pookie and Ray Ray. Y'all always ready to talk shit about Pookie and Ray Ray all the goddamn time. Pookie and Ray Ray this, and Pookie and Ray Ray that. And Pookie, they some bums, and Pookie, they some ghettos, and they some lame ass niggas, and all that bullshit and everything. Here's something that you don't understand about Pookie and Ray Ray though, right? They may not be the caliber of man it is that you feel like is worth honor, but goddamn it, you know the reason why the girls gravitate towards Pookie and Ray Ray instead of you? They gravitate towards Pookie and Ray Ray instead of you, because goddamn it, they're able to make them feel a way that you can't. So now you're mad. Now you're mad because they got ownership over your woman, and their name is on the lease. But here you are renting shit, and they don't some shit that belongs to somebody else. And when you get through paying your mortgage, and we sit there and say, man, I finally have my own home now. And you look at that bitch and you say, see that somebody else's name is up there instead of yours after all your hard work and dedication, nigga. Don't you sit there and get mad at Pookie and Ray Ray. Get upset with yourself. Because you sat there and you tolerated that shit. And you didn't hook yourself up to your game. And you didn't listen to King Lewis when he was spitting facts, nigga. You decided you wanted to go your own route. And you thought that everything that I was saying was a bunch of bullshit because I was younger, because you didn't think I was a king, and because you thought I came here to play. Nigga, I'm goofy as the next motherfucker when I want to be. When I get serious, I get serious. It's some real shit. Understand the difference between when you own a bitch and when you just renting. And there's nothing wrong with renting a woman. As long as you understand that when you're with her, that's just what you got for that certain amount of time. Hey, I fuck with bitches and shit like that. They goddamn it, I was just renting for a period of time. It's fine. It's all great. It's cool. I knew that when you was dealing with you. When I give her back, I give her back knowing that, hey, I had my fun with her. But that's all she was to me, was just some fun. I didn't get myself emotionally attached to her and try to damn dedicate my life to her and damn put her on some goddamn paperwork and goddamn think that I was the biggest and the baddest in her fucking life and shit like that. You don't understand what the fuck that woman went through before she got in with you, nigga. She got a whole fucking life story. That's the thing about these bitches. These bitches got unbreakable bonds with about 10 different niggas. With 10 different niggas. But what to make you feel like you're special. You're not special. Get the fuck over it. Now, how do you know when you're special? When a woman shuts the fuck up when you're talking. When she has reverence for you and respects you. When she gives you the shit and allows pieces of herself to be opened up that she wouldn't do with nobody else. When she actually has a trust with you. When she actually has a genuine burning lust and desire for you that exceeds whoever the fuck it is that she's with. I got other girls right now in relationships with other niggas, married to other guys, all kinds of other shit and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they always message me once in the blue moon. King, I just want to know what you up to. Bitch, I know what the fuck you up to. You want this alpha energy back. And you're tired of simp-ass nigga that you're with because he's not giving you the energy that you're craving. Because at the end of the day, you understand that you are mine. You are mine. You know that. And you know the reason why you're mine? You're mine because your desire is for me. Because if you had any respect, for that motherfucker that you're with, you wouldn't even be talking to me. You wouldn't even look the other way. You wouldn't be talking to me. But you do it. And you know the reason why you do it? You do it because you understand the fact that I have ownership and I have possession. My spirit is in you. I'm possessing you in some fucking way. That's what you understand. I'm possessing you in your heart, your soul, your mind, your body. And it's not an evil type of possession, but it's an overwhelming type of fulfillment that you get from me, allowing my spirit to pour into you and putting my imprint on you. You are stamped. You are stamped with the alpha energy of this guy. And you're selling for something else. These women go out here and they dick hard from guy to guy to guy, trying to fill a fucking void. But at the end of the day, she wishes it was you. She wishes it was you. And she regrets the shit that she did, not following your instruction or going through your fucking caliber of what the fuck it took to be with you. She regretted that shit. She regretted the fact that she didn't do what the fuck it took to keep you. So now she's trying to do shit with other people or whatever that she didn't get to do with you because she wants to reconcile the thought of doing what it takes to be able to keep you around because she can't handle the fact that she lost something valuable. That's what it comes and boils down to. And here's the thing, guys. While you guys are paying rent and while you guys are giving into that type of shit and everything like that, and you guys are not understanding how temporary it is that your involvement is in with her and stuff like that, my message to you guys is to just be careful. And like I said, when it comes to the whole renting and thing and stuff like that, it's like I said, you guys are just renting, you are borrowing it. You are borrowing it. It's a loan. But what is a loan? A loan is when you go and you get yourself a certain amount of money that you asked for, but at the end of the day, it comes with a certain interest. What is the interest? What is it that we define as interest when we talk about this relationship dynamic? It's your loss of sanity. It's all the shit that you got to go through. It's all the damn involvement that it took when you decided to deal with that person and everything. You goddamn it, you're always giving back more than what it is you receive from a woman when you allow yourself to deal with yourself from a woman where you don't understand the fact that you don't have ownership over her. You're just renting her. You're just borrowing her. That's all it is. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as you understand what it is when you deal with her and you don't allow yourself to be able to allow that interest to even compel on you. I will borrow some shit and give it back as long as we agree to the statement that, hey, I know this is your bitch. When she with me, she cool and she with me and shit like that. When I give her back to you, hey, have at it, guy. I ain't worried about none of that shit. I ain't telling you that. But even within that dynamic, it's still better to have a person that's 100% involved and sees you as their everything. They see you as the prize. They see you as, I finally made it. The hypergamous nature of woman states that she has to feel like she has the best thing whenever she is utilizing her fucking options. And if that best thing in her heart and in her mind isn't you, you just have to accept that. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're not it. It doesn't mean that you're not valuable. It just means that the possession of her and who it is that attributes himself based upon what it is that they desire and what it is makes her feel some type of way belongs to somebody else. And damn it, sometimes that's in the dynamic of a person that's beneath you. So you need to accept that. Understand what I'm talking about when it comes to the Rent-A-Bitch program. When you fuck her and shit like that, hey, it's all right. It's all cool. I ain't finna get mad. One thing I ain't finna do is beef about no bitch. I don't give a fuck about what you do with her. Then I used to get mad about it. Yeah, before I attributed some alpha energy into myself. But when I finally got into some deep shit, and I really finally understood the game, and I really started to grow up and understand manhood and what it's really about, I can never allow myself to beef with somebody else over no bitch. I'm not finna do that. I'll walk up to a nigga, and I'll dap him up, knowing he fucking abroad. The same bitch I'm fucking shit like that. And I say, hey man, our bitch tripping, ain't she? And then he will look at me like, hell yeah, she is. Because he understands and he respects the fact that I move. Because I'm a man first. And I don't allow no other bitch to define me. Because I understand that, hey, we're renting this bitch. If she choose up, allow her to choose up on who it is that she wants to be with. But goddamn it, what we not finna do is stress about the fact that she want to damn change the damn contract on who it is that she decided she want to live with. One minute you want to be with the apartment complex, the next minute you want to be with a mansion. You can upgrade or downgrade all you fucking want to, as long as you get the fuck away from me. And when you come back, you can't come back unless that goddamn shit is paid in full. Interest and all. I want all that. I want all that when you come back to me. Because I need you understanding the fact that when you come back to me and when you're involved in me, you're doing whatever the fuck it takes to be able to define the reason why I should keep you here. Give me a reason why you should come back. That reason should never be because you want to. It should be because not only am I your desire, not only do you want to, but you're willing to give me that the commitment, that dedication, and that investment of what it takes to be able to prolong you being in the fucking my presence. And if you can't do that, you need to stay the fuck away from me. Because wanting me ain't good enough. Because you want that other nigga too, but you don't value him. You don't value him. You use him. Because that motherfucker is just renting your fucking space. But he don't own you for real. They don't own you. And there's other things you gotta understand too about women, guys. I don't give a fuck what type of dynamic it is that you claim you have with a woman. You never own her 100%. Because anytime she can switch up how she feels about you at any given moment and give her commitment and dedication to somebody else simply because she chooses to, I need you guys to understand you don't own that. I own it in a sense that it belongs to me because her desire is for me. But if it's 100%, like guaranteed, dedicated, no. Because at any bitch, I can be married to a bitch for 20 years, but in the 21st year, she switch up. And decide she want to go on somewhere. Did you ever really own her? You don't really own her. You might own her for that time period, but if it's not permanent and it's not forever, you don't have a right to be able to sit down and say you really own somebody 100%. I can't sit there and say I own somebody and the fact that they belong to me in the most lustful and the most desirable and the most loving type of way and the most way where, she is possessed by my spirit. That type of ownership, but it's never 100%. It's never 100% because the minute she fucking feels differently, and you're talking about an emotional being who's got them emotions change like the goddamn wind. The moment that shit changed, she's up and she's up the fuck out of here. She's up and she's up the fuck out of here and it's on to the next thing. These people are still free to be able to live their own way. God damn it, you was born alone, you're gonna die alone. Accept that. It don't matter who the fuck is on your team. That's the reason why I tell you guys to love yourself first. Because at the end of the day, I have full ownership over myself. I have full ownership and love over myself. And I don't allow that to be shared with anybody else. Because I'm a man first. And this dynamic of what I'm talking about. Oh, God. The Rent-A-Bitch program. You don't own her, sir. It's just your turn. Now, I'm sitting there thinking, guys, think about this shit, right? I'm living rent-free. I'm living rent-free in the presence of this bitch mine. And she charging you a fee to be there. You think about that. You think about that. All day, night, and everything. I'm in her head. I'm in her heart. I'm in her spirit. I don't have to pay nothing to come in there and get that shit. I just come and go as I fucking please. And when I say come here, as she says goes, she gonna come flying. But goddamn it, when it comes down to you, she making you jump loopholes and all kinds of shit like that to be her. Guys, listen. If a woman makes you jump loopholes and shit like that to be with her, and she got to go through all this type of shit, listen. If she putting you through something, the last guy before her, I'm sorry, that's my girl texting me now. But if the last guy that was before you didn't have to do all the shit that she's putting you through to make her have to get the same funky ass pussy that it is that she getting from somebody else, goddamn it, you don't need to be there. Why the fuck she call herself celibate with you, but she turn around and fuck that other nigga on the first night? Why I'm the type of nigga that you fuck on the first night then? You need to go be with him if he's able to make you do that, and I can't do that. I ain't finna sit there and bitch and complain and cry because I'm not that nigga. Because you know what? When I go with the next bitch, I'm definitely gonna be that nigga. And she wanna do that type of shit for me. I'm not finna get mad because your ass ain't gonna do it. Shit, look at all the people in the Bible and everything that's so damn holy and they got everything involved. If Jesus can't even get these women or whatever and stuff like that to be able to revere him the way that it is, and he done died for their sins, and after everything, he done did it for them and everything and stuff like that, and they deny him as the Messiah after everything he done and taught and did for her to save the lives and souls of humanity and everything in the fucking world, what the hell make you think that you own her any type of way and shit like that, or can gain her fucking reverence behind that type of shit? You guys ain't making no type of sense, boy. You better cut that shit out. Knock it off. Knock it off. You don't understand what the fuck this shit mean what I'm talking about. And I'm referring to the Rent a Bitch program. Because this is a program. And she has to be on your program when you're involved with her. And if she's not on your program, you know for a fact that this woman is not the one for you. She's on her own program. And she wants you to get on her program. But she refuses to get on your program. When are you going to finally understand that you don't own this woman? In any kind of way. Guys, I want you to take consideration to what I'm saying. And I want you guys to move smart. I don't want you guys to move like low-level individuals. Move like you got some sense, and move like you got some goddamn Alpha King Pimp energy in you. Because when you're dealing with these women, there's nothing wrong with renting a bitch. That's not what I'm saying. What's wrong is you not understanding the dynamic of what type of involvement it is that you have with the woman that you're dealing with. Nothing wrong with renting a bitch as long as you know that. Nothing wrong with having ownership over a woman as long as you know that. Some of you guys got ownership over a woman, and you don't even want it. You don't even recognize the power that you have. If you have ownership over any woman, boy, don't you understand you in a position of power? You sitting down trying to, boy, a bitch could be stalking you and everything and stuff like that, and obsessed with you and all that type of shit. You don't understand that you're in a position of power there, sir. You don't understand that. But that'll be a whole nother goddamn King Talk where I have to put you guys up on game. Just understand what I'm talking about behind this shit, guys. And I'm going to compile these two damn King Talks together and shit and make a full episode for you guys. But just understand where I'm coming from. You do not own her for real. And I want you guys to be able to put yourselves in position to be able to understand what it's like to own a female. Always remain in the position of ownership. And if you don't have ownership, be wise and have enough game to be able to understand and see that for what it is. Be able to see it for what it is, and not only see it for what it is, but deal with it for what it is. All respect to whoever it is that owns you. But damn it, what I'm not going to do is sit down and sell myself out over something I believe that I have that doesn't truly belong to me. Keep it real.